Gabriel Reis, Revista Placar, Paparazzo Rubro Negro. I wanted to ask about the mask Royal is going to use, whether you've already got it ready, whether he's able to train yet, how that situation is, and whether he'll be available for the Flamengo-Vasco match even with the mask. Or is it just so he can keep working to be ready soon? And I'll take the opportunity to ask you about De La Cruz as well, since we hear a lot about him, but we haven't seen anyone officially talk about the kind of season De La Cruz is starting to have. It looks like this season is going to be much better, where he'll have a lot more appearances, even playing in games he didn't usually play in.
Royal had a fracture in his nasal bone, and naturally that requires some extra protection. That's why we asked him to get a mask made today. He had the mold done, so the mask should be available starting Sunday. So that wouldn't be an obstacle for him to train. During practice, we can control the environment. So the idea is that he'll be available to Mitter with the use of the mask. And what was the other question you asked? Royal, he had the mold for the mask made.
Nico
is responding well to the training loads. He's been available very consistently and has managed to maintain a proper run of training sessions, just like the rest of the squad. And then naturally that makes it so that what we did, the mask, he has been included in the match squads, so he has been progressing well this year. Yes, we are managing to make him more available for training, and then naturally if he trains more, he gets in better shape for the games. He has been responding well after the games, and because of that he keeps up this run of training sessions and scheduled games with the squad. But he can't play on artificial turf. When Galo was out, there was a game against Atlético Paranaense on artificial turf. That's where we draw the line. For him, it puts a very high load on him, and given his condition, there's always a risk of worsening the inflammation in his knee. So in these specific cases, we choose to preserve him because it would be a greater risk of losing him, possibly for more games. That's why we don't take him to these games on synthetic fields.